The shed smelled like damp straw and something metallic, the faint, sweet tang of fresh blood. Old Piggly Wiggley didn't notice the smell. He only noticed the perfect fit of the new head. It was a quiet affair, done in the deep hours before dawn. Quick, efficient removal. The victim wouldn't even wake up to feel the loss. He would dance all about the muddy yard, testing the weight and balance of the borrowed skull. Felt right, yet fundamentally wrong. The spring air through another pig's snout tasted like forgotten laughter and wet mud. It was intoxicating. On clear nights, he would lie down, arranging himself beneath an impossible canopy of stars viewed through a stranger's eye sockets. He didn't know fear. Fear required a self to be afraid for. Guilt? That belonged to someone else. He could hear every whisper, every panicked squeal, filtered through another pig's sensitive ear canal. It was a constant, unbearable cacophony. Piggly Wiggley found his mirror in the shed, polished brass reflecting too much truth. He stared into it daily. He hated his own hands, the small, clumsy things that belonged to him. So he imagined them replaced by another pig's pair. Bigger, more robust, less accountable. Then one day, without a sound, no struggle, no scream, just an absence. Old Piggly Wiggley couldn't be found. The piglets whispered that old Wiggley was dead, a natural end to a life built on stolen components. Others insisted he hadn't died, but had simply acquired a new head, a perfect replacement that rendered him invisible to the eye. Most believed he had simply gone insane, a breakdown triggered by the sheer weight of borrowed consciousness. They believed it was the thoughts left over from another pig's brain that finally broke him, scattering his identity into fragments. His existence became a patchwork quilt of other people's lives, stitched together by sheer biological necessity. He didn't just borrow heads, he collected them, like macabre trophies in a hidden corner of the shed. Every borrowed part was a step closer to understanding what self truly meant, and the answer was always terrifyingly empty. One morning, he woke up and couldn't tell which snout was breathing the deepest breath, which ear heard the warning. When he looked in the mirror that day, the glass didn't reflect a pig at all. It reflected a void. His journey led him back to the shed, drawn by an irresistible, terrifying need for one specific part. He found it, the original, pristine skull that represented his lost self, waiting in the shadows. He didn't attach the head. Instead, he seemed to melt into its empty sockets, absorbing the memory of self. When the dust settled, there was no pig, no head, only a perfect silence and an overwhelming scent of ozone. They searched for days, their cries echoing off the damp walls. But Piggly Wiggley was gone from all records of existence. Now, when the wind blows through the empty shed, they hear whispers, a chorus of dozens of voices speaking at once. Some pigs, they say, are never truly themselves after leaving the shed. They carry the echoes. You catch a glimpse of movement in the periphery, a flicker of mismatched flesh.